21 Pilot fit for another video that I just did, and I'm going to talk about divorce. It's insane. That's so crazy. Hi. My name's Everest. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm just mostly making this video to just kind of talk. It's been a while since I've really posted anything on social media. So I just kind of want to talk about 2025 and the year I've had, and just, I don't really know, you know? I'm gonna try to probably edit it down a little bit, or edit some things here and there just to make things seem a little more cohesive. Is that the word that I want to use? I don't know, coherent maybe. Long time no see. I just did a video for Mex/iBolt07 where I got to talk about the contract by 21 Pilots for him. So I came out as a bit in my 21 Pilots pajama pants and my concert shirt from, I guess, last year now, and I just didn't want to change. So it's gonna be a little awkward, but that was kind of a crazy year. There's been people who said that 2025 was a great year and 2025 was a year, you know? It got better for me personally, but it was really rocky. Really rocky. And I think, I don't know, I just want to talk about the divorce and the journey that I went through personally. I feel like myself again for the first time in 5 years. I was able to move out and go through the divorce process and get divorced at 25, by the way. I'm 26 now. Crazy. And as soon as I moved into my own space with my best friend, now boyfriend, a weight was lifted off my chest. I was like, oh, there you are, to myself for the first time in a long time. And that's something I want to talk about, I guess. I didn't really, even though a lot of multiple therapists and a lot of friends and family had said it, I didn't realize I was in a abusive relationship really at all until the tail end of it, when it got really bad. I think I just want to say that, like, it's hard. It's so hard because you're like, I spent almost 5 years with this person, and I don't want to get too much into it. She cheated on me and then brought the girlfriend into the home without any previous communication or warning, and was like, this is your girlfriend now. And that was weird. That was so uncomfortable. We had a conversation about being open, but then she was only allowed to be open and I wasn't, apparently, which wasn't the conversation we had. So in my head, I say that that's cheating, right? And maybe that's not, I don't know, but like in my head, that's, if we both agree to be open in an open relationship, and then you go off and do a lot of things with a lot of other people, right? And then suddenly come back, and when I express, hey, I'm demisexual specifically, I don't really get feelings or attraction to people unless I'm really close to them. And at the time, I started having feelings for my best friend, who's now my boyfriend. And she was like, you're not allowed to flirt with other people or be with other people, only I'm allowed to do that. That's cheating, right? I have conversations a lot about how, like, she made me feel like I was crazy, and she really isolated me for a really long time, and I think that was very apparent in my social media presence. Because before her, I was so active. Like, I'd go out and do fursuit photos, I'd do photo shoots, I'd do cons, I'd go out and have fun with friends, you know? The first, like, year or so, it was like that, but after a little while, I got really hard to reach, and I just stopped posting. I'd still post when like something big happened, like going to a con, but not as frequently at all. And that's hard to realize after a while of like, oh, I isolated myself for 5 years, and now I have to pick up the pieces and find myself again. And it's been nice. It's been so nice. I've been so free. I'm in a space where I feel authentically me for the first time in a long time, and that's so nice. And it's so hard to realize that you were shoving yourself away because someone else really just did not like you, you know? And they'd say, oh no, I love you so much, and didn't mean it. And she thought my art was bad, or she thought my dancing was stupid, and like nothing that I loved as a hobby would ever be beneficial because it wasn't financial, right? And I do my hobbies for the sake of keeping me mentally sane. It's for fun. It's entirely for fun. And she just thought it was stupid. So I stopped. I stopped dancing. I stopped having a passion for it, at least. I did still try out for Floor Wars or for multiple conventions, but it really felt like from the entirety of that relationship to essentially the end of it, I couldn't get into any competitions. And it's because I lost that drive. I lost that passion for the thing that I really used to love, which was dance. And then at the tail end of the relationship, pretty much right around the divorce talk, I went to Vacation Land in 2025, and I got in. It was the first time in years that I had gone into a dance comp, and it felt so freeing. I felt like me again. I'm still really rocky with that. I don't foresee myself doing dance for a little while, just because I've gotten to a point where I'm very bitter with it. And that's my own personal thing that I have to get through. It's nothing against anybody. It's literally just all of what I just said, all of that associated with my ex-wife and the passion that I had just completely burning out and dying, makes it really hard to even watch dance competition now, despite like knowing like some of my friends and people that I really look up to are in it. I just don't have that drive or that passion anymore, and it sucks. It's been my long time passion, so I'll get there eventually, I feel like, but I'm not gonna push it. I definitely, Vacation Land was a big one for me, and I'm okay with that being where I end things for a little while. It's like night and day difference when you get out of a domestic violence situation to a healthy relationship. It's so crazy. It's so crazy because that's what I had normalized, right? That's what I had told myself in my head. This is what being married should be like, is crying in the shower every single day after work because your partner tells you that you're not good enough. It's just so exhausting. It was so exhausting. Now if we have any, which doesn't happen at all, if I have any type of problem, I just bring it up to my boyfriend and we work it out and we talk it out, and that's so nice. I didn't have to spend years shoving myself away, I guess, to make another person happy just because they thought that I was stupid. You don't have to do that. If it's a healthy relationship, you should be yourself authentically. And that's so nice. Jumping into a relationship with someone that I didn't really know and staying with her for as long as I did, and versus being into a relationship with someone who was my best friend for 2 years prior to the relationship, makes it so much easier, because it's like, okay, I know this person, right? That's so cool. That's so cool. I feel like I've just kind of word vomited, and I'm sorry if it's come off like that. My whole point of making this video is just to say, hi, I'm still around. You know, I was inactive because of the situation. It was scary. It was weird. It was bad. It was very, very bad. She made it so that I couldn't talk to my parents. And that's scary. That's very scary. Now I call my parents every week. Like, it's my point, I guess, at the end of this is to say that you're not alone. That's something that I really should have listened to better. I think the thing that made me finally snap after as many years of being in that as I was we had a friend who's now one of my best friends move in with us, and he saw her completely ignore when I would use the safe word in like social situations over and over, to the point where he pulled me aside separately one day and was like, "Hey, I don't like that she ignores the safe word. Are you okay? Are you safe?" And that made me go, "Oh, no." My main thing that I keep jumping around in the conversation is you can break out of that cycle. I was so depressed. And I still struggle with a lot of the like memories and things that are associated with that relationship. But to know that you can get out, you can leave, it's okay. You could have been with that partner for 10 years, for 15, for however long, and still feel so isolated and bad about it and abusive. You can get out, you can leave. It's hard, it's so frustrating, but you can do it. There's so much more to life than just telling yourself that you're not enough, you know? Having to isolate yourself and not enjoy any hobbies or passions. There's so much more. You can be a person. It's okay. It's okay to be you, you know? Yeah. It's crazy. I went to a doctor's appointment, and around the time of like before I moved out, but still during the divorce process, and I was talking about the situation, and they just slid me the domestic violence hotline card. to end this, I think I would like to say that I personally do not really vibe with Everest much anymore. After all of the fursuit maker turf drama that came out when I first bought, a couple of years I should say after I first bought him, and then after all of the art and the things I'm associated with my ex-wife, it's just really hard to be him anymore. I'm gonna just retire the suit and probably the character. I don't plan on selling him. He's still very important to me despite not having much attachment to him anymore. So after Anthro New England, my plan is to change all of my socials, my usernames and such, to better reflect my persona that I've been vibing with for the past year. His name is Sunny Puppy, or Sunny Pup. He's just a golden retriever who's designed to be based after me, and I really like him. I really like him a lot. So yeah, that's my plan. Just after Anthro New England, I'll give it maybe a week after the con, and then I'll probably change everything, just so that I can still socialize at the con and people will be able to find me without being confused, I guess. If you got this far, thanks for watching. It means a lot to me. I'm just happy to be me again, you know? I'm hoping that in 2026 I can make a fursuit of Sunny and start actually doing photos and posting more and socializing more and just getting out again. I miss it. I really do. So, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day and Happy New Year.